Good morning and welcome to your daily morning horoscope for Wednesday, 5th August 2026, Aries. It's okay to be wrong, Aries. If you know you've made a mistake, feel free to admit it. Don't let your ego stand in the way of progress. Others won't want to deal with you if you insist that what you're doing is right all the time when perhaps it isn't. Your mind may be a bit more fragile on a day like this, so try to be more sensitive and receptive than usual. Taurus. Be careful about being too critical today, Taurus. You're likely to turn people away if you aren't careful with how you express yourself. This is a good time to listen and receive as opposed to deliver information. Let things chew in your head for a while before you make any major decisions. You're likely to find a great balance in the situation if you slow down and back off a bit. Gemini. Your mental ability could be rather sluggish and lazy today. It could be that you aren't feeling as sharp as you'd like, Gemini. This is most likely a sign that you simply need to slow down and relax. Don't feel as if you always need to deliver the keynote address. Be more of an audience member today and take advice from the other people up on stage. Cancer. One of the important lessons of the day for you is to remember that emotions are powerful things to recognize and honor, Cancer. Don't discount your feelings. In fact, it's most important that you embrace them with your whole being. Once you relax and settle into your true emotions, you'll find that your mind clears and you can make conscious, rational decisions about whatever issues come your way. Leo. Someone may be calling you on certain behaviors today, Leo. It could be that your aggressive nature rubs someone the wrong way and they simply don't have the thick enough skin to take it. You may not even be aware of how your warlike attitude affects those around you. This is a good day to see things from someone else's perspective in order to gain a bit more data on the situation. Virgo. Your mind is thinking quite clearly today, Virgo. You'll discover that you have a keen ability to tune into the subtle energies that are moving through your life right now. The good news is that your ego and brain are working together, and you may be able to strike a better balance between these two elements of your psyche much more easily than usual. Libra. Your receptivity to new ideas is stronger than usual today, Libra. Listen to what people say and remember that you can learn from every person you meet. There's a lesson in every situation. Remember to keep your brain exercised, just like any other parts of your body. To keep it working properly, you must make sure you give it to the daily stimulus that it requires. Scorpio. Your mental clarity is outstanding today, Scorpio. You'll find that your pattern of thinking reflects exactly who you are at the core of your being. The moment you walk out of the door this morning, you'll find that your brain wants to process everything. This action will give you greater assuredness and insight, making this a terrific day to stand up and speak your mind. Sagittarius. Tune into the thoughts of others, Sagittarius. Focusing only on yourself means you're missing the beauty and wisdom that come from other people. Respect their opinions the way you want them to respect yours. Your ego might get in the way of your brain until you embrace the lesson of sensitivity that it's trying to teach you. Take a back seat and let someone else do the talking. Capricorn. You'll find that your brain is extra sharp today and you have a greater sense of clarity regarding your purpose in life. It could be that your nurturing instinct is high and your general self-esteem depends on how useful you can be to the people around you. It may seem as if you're everyone's parent or watchful older sibling. Give people the advice they need to grow and be wiser. Aquarius. Many people conduct their lives without really making conscious decisions about their actions. People walk around like they're asleep. Don't fall into this trap, Aquarius. This is a good day to dust off your thinking cap and take action. Don't let others make decisions for you. Take control of your destiny. To maintain the balance today, it's important that you swing toward the sensitive side of things. Pisces. Your thinking is clear today and you'll find that it's right in sync with who you are, Pisces. Find your strength in conversations in which you display your keen insight into the situation at hand. Your detective-like nature is especially active and others will find it hard to pull the wool over your eyes now. Stay tuned into what's going on around you. This has been your Daily Morning Horoscope for Wednesday, 5th August 2026. Do have yourself an amazing day.
Good morning, DVS family. A little friendly face here for you. Hi everyone, my name is Shanro and I am your temporary host of the DVS Morning Show while Maureen is out on vacation. But before we get into anything, DVS Good Morning, I think we need to check in with the news team to see what's happening with our morning news highlights, and then we're going to be right back.
Good morning, time now for the news. My name is Timothy Paulion. As water shortages continue to strain communities across the island, WASCO is reassuring residents that households, not hotels, remain first in line. The utility says while it does sell limited supplies to the tourism sector, strict limits are in place to protect water for residential customers.
So we say, okay, we can sell X amount of water from this location based on our production levels. And when we sell that amount of water for the week or for the month, that is all we can afford to give.
Victor says that truckers for the hotels have gone to areas as far as Dennery, Ancillary and Vieux when there is excess water available in those areas. St. Lucia officially launched its Emancipation Day observances on Saturday, August the 1st at the Vieux Square under the theme, Understanding Our Past to Create a Pathway for the Future. The event, which drew a large crowd, was a powerful blend of reflection, culture, and a call to action.
Are we really liberated if we do not have positive thinking about each other? When I was sharing that with my better half before I came here, she said, you should tell them if you have bad mind, then you're not liberated. And so I'm going to say that. If you always have bad mind towards people, then that is not the essence of liberation, and emancipation.
The event also featured a segment from the Rastafari community where Aaron Alexander spoke on behalf of the Ayanola Council for the Advancement of Rastafari. He used his platform to raise concerns about the pace of progress on reparations and cannabis legislation, while also warning against new forms of economic slavery. And Jamaica's emancipation and independence celebrations provided the backdrop for major international discussion on reparatory justice this week, as Ghana's president joined regional leaders and academics for a special high-level forum, and this took place at the University of the West Indies. The dialogue focused on strengthening Africa-Caribbean ties while advancing the global movement for reparations.
These atrocities are things that happened. They are historical truth. And so for me, the importance of the Assembly resolution is that we have it on record for generations yet unborn that the chattel enslavement of Africans is the gravest crime against humanity. And so that single victory is a victory for all of us. Before I came as a champion of AU reparations, we had been singing from different hymn sheets. We had been at the whole issue of reparations, but singing different orchestras, different symphonies. And so all that we achieved was to bring everybody together. And it was the cooperation with all of you, Sir Hilary, all of you, coming together.
President Mahama said reparatory justice is not simply about financial compensation, but about truth-telling, accountability, healing, and creating a more equitable global order. Finally, from us this morning, the Criminal Investigations Department of the Gros Police Divisional Headquarters is investigating a report of dangerous harm at Rodney Bay, Gros. Preliminary investigations indicate that on Sunday, August 2nd, 2026, a 28-year-old female was involved in an altercation with a male and another female. During the incident, she fell onto the roadway and into the path of the oncoming omnibus, which ran over her. Personnel from the St. Lucia Fire Service responded to the scene and transported the injured female by ambulance to the Owen King EU Hospital, where she remains in stable condition. An investigation into the circumstances surrounding the incident is ongoing. That's the news. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Join us at noon for our next news major. I'm Timothy Paulion. Good morning.
Alrighty, DBS family, so that was your morning news highlights from our news team. Thanks guys so much. But we do have to take a break, but don't go too far, because when we come back, I ran into a queen. I won't say which queen, but come back and you find out who and what we're talking about. Stay with us. St. Lucia, good morning and welcome to DBS This Morning. Now, St. Lucia is known for doing things in doubles. We had 2 carnival queens, but not really 2 carnival queens, but let's say we have 3 queens in total, because this morning I do want to introduce you to our Queen of Gros, which is Charlene Joseph, standing to my right, looking ever so effervescent and beautiful. Good morning, Charlene.
Good morning.
How are
Thank you. I'm good.
Awesome. Now, the Queen of Gros pageant happened on July 26th,
yes,
right, 2026, and this is where you were crowned the ultimate queen. How does it feel?
It feels good.
Yeah, all that hard work finally paid off?
Yes, it did.
And speaking about it paying off, take us a little bit through the journey of preparing for this pageant.
So in the beginning, my journey, I would say it was a bit smooth. It was very relaxing because my sponsor was Spice of India,
okay,
and I also worked there. And there was an incident where we had to be closed for some time. So
right,
during that time, I was able to get more rest and relax in regards to preparations for the pageant. And then the week coming up to the pageant, that's when things started to become very stressful. That's when all of the pressure started to hit. And then the Saturday before the pageant, I woke up the morning because I finished the talent the Friday before the pageant. So I woke up the morning and my body was in so much pain and I started crying.
Oh no!
I called my mom around 10 o'clock in the morning, crying, asking her, Mom, my body is hitting me so bad. What am I going to do tomorrow? How am I going to perform tomorrow? How am I going to perform tomorrow? And I cried from after 10 up until minutes to 12. I was just breaking down. I was crying so much because I was like, what am I going to do? My body hurts so bad. The hair that I was supposed to have has not yet arrived. What is going to happen tomorrow?
So you feel like everything was just falling apart?
Yes,
just
everything
days
was
before
the day before
moment.
the actual moment.
No.
I was down for the entire day, and my chaperone noticed, and he would try to lighten me up, but he realized like I was just too down. There was nothing that could have been done to just try and uplift me up until we went to collect my dress, and then
that's when everything changed.
And then I saw the dress and I was like, okay, at least this is
going right.
Right.
Yes. You know, sometimes the unexpected happens and you just have to find the beauty in chaos sometimes, you know. Now, pageantry, it is a very tedious journey. Is this your very first pageant? Do you have any experience in pageantry at all? Is this something you've wanted to do?
This is not my very first experience with pageantry. I participated in my very first pageant. It was a school pageant, the Mr. and Miss LHCSS pageant in 2015, where I won. And and then I also participated in a Miss Marigo pageant in 2018. It was a Juniquoil pageant, where I unfortunately did not place, but it was still a very good experience as well.
Nice.
So I've experienced both not placing and winning.
Nice. So you have a little bit of experience in both.
Yes.
Now, when it comes to pageantry and its journey, what do you say is the most, I don't want to say tedious, but what is the most, what's the best learning experience that you took away from the entire pageantry journey?
The best learning experience I would say I took away was patience. I have a lot of patience, but I'm usually sometimes short-tempered. And throughout this journey, I've learned to have a lot more patience than I usually would have. Well, I would say I have patience for certain things. You know, to sit down and braid my hair for maybe 20-something hours, I can sit down and do that. I can sit down and do that. But they have certain things where I get a little irritated very quickly, and I've had to learn to be very, very patient throughout this journey. And I've also learned that, I've also learned to be more confident in myself, be more sure about myself, because I usually have been doubting myself for the past couple of years in regards to everything. If I want to do something or put myself out there, I tend to doubt myself as to my capabilities. So this pageant was a step towards doing so.
Okay.
And I've
You've
I feel-
accomplished something.
Yes.
Awesome. Now, I love to hear that. That is always something that is admirable. What did you think was a defining moment that said, you know what? This is going to be the pageant that I try. This year is the year that I'm going to step into my Queen of Gros. Because this pageant has happened before. Every year it happens.
Yes.
But what made it, what solidified that this year was going to be the year that you entered into the pageant?
So in 2024 was when I somewhat stepped back into the pageant world after my last pageant in 2018, but I wasn't on the stage. I was behind the scenes.
Okay.
I was a chaperone for the Miss Teen 2024 pageant. My contestant placed second runner-up. She was Miss Cornelia Lima. And seeing all of the beautiful ladies on stage, I remember that feeling, and I was like, you know what? I would like to participate in another pageant just to uplift my confidence, because as I said, my confidence did go down throughout the years. And the other chaperones behind the scenes, they were encouraging me to also step forward into doing so. So I was actually going to participate last year, but since there wasn't one last year, I decided to participate this year.
Nice. Now, there's a saying that says a lot of people see the glory, but they don't know the story. And pageantry can oftentimes be very unforgiving, because a lot of people, they watch from the outside and say, oh, I could do this, or I could do better. What would you have to say to these people who think that pageantry is actually a walk in the park?
Okay, so what I would say to anyone who thinks that it is a walk in the park is that there is a lot of pressure that goes down behind the scenes. Sometimes we look at the girls on stage and we're like, why is she not performing like that? Maybe I could potentially do better. But sometimes the nerves get to you, because in a room for maybe just about 3 people, your chaperone on your team just watching you, you feel like you have it. But when you reach on that stage and you see all of those eyes from people you don't know, who might potentially be, who are potentially judging you, it's a completely different playing field. You feel a lot of pressure, there's a lot of nerves. Sometimes the nerves get to you, because sometimes you'll see during your training, you were able to do that perfectly, and then when you get onto the stage, it's like, what is going on? What is going on? So it's not easy. It looks easy sometimes, but it really isn't easy. And the advice I would give to anyone would be to block out the noise. That is the advice they gave to me. So that's the advice I would give to anybody. Just block out the noise.
Well, Charlene, I do want to say congratulations once
Thank
again.
you.
And my final question to you is, will we be seeing you on the big stage? Will you be taking on the Carnival Queen Show pageant anytime soon? Is it in the plans? How are you feeling about that? It is in the plan, so we can look forward to seeing you?
Yes, you can.
Well, awesome. Charlene, thank you so much once again, and congratulations. I hope your reign will be an amazing one, a flawless one, and of course, it will take you very far.
Thank you so much for having me.
It was my pleasure. Well, St. Lucia, once again, your Queen of Gros, Charlene Joseph. Thanking her so much for being with us. But we do have to take a break, so don't go too far, because we're coming right back here with the DVS Good Morning. Hey DVS family, welcome back to This Morning. Now, we are in the month of August, and August usually means the beginning of the school year happens in September. New school for some of us. Some of us are going into a new grade, so that means we need books, we need uniforms, we need school shoes, we need toothbag guy. So I'm here at Courts, more specifically with Ready Cash, Ready Finance, and I'm sitting with the marketing officer, which is Vernel. Hey Vernel, how are you? Good morning.
Hello, ma'am. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Now, back to school is approaching. It is approaching fast. By the time you blink twice,
in August.
We are in September. We're in August now. But
well,
I'm saying by the time you blink twice, we're heading into September,
right?
Back to school.
And that's when school opens.
Yes.
And
so
everyone
needs stuff. That's right. So what is happening with Ready Cash and Ready Finance? Because I've been hearing some buzzing around the place that there are loans and there are promotions coming. So give me the details.
Well, of course, Ready Cash, we're here to assist our customers. We're here to provide support. So every year we do have our back to school promotion happening. Right now, we encourage persons to come to any of our Ready Cash stores. So Ready Cash in Castries or Ready Cash in Viewford, or you could even come to any of our Court stores and you could get a loan for back to school promotion, right? So if you take any loan right now for 2.5 and above, you can win some cash.
Okay.
You can win basically $2,000 in cash.
Okay.
Not Court's cash, in cash.
In cash, actual cash.
Actual cash.
Okay.
So we're gonna be having that in each of our islands, especially St. Lucia, because we do see the need for cash, especially for the parents around this time. I mean, we had our season that just passed, Carnival. We do know persons like to enjoy the season, have some spending.
Right.
Persons at home, kids at home, money is spending. School, September, everyone is going to a new class, so of course we do need our books, uniforms, school shoes, all of these supplies. So Ready Cash is here to provide that support. Of course, as you know, I should ask you this question, what do you need for a Ready Cash loan?
What do I need?
Yes, what do you need?
I mean, coming from the expert, I think you should tell us, but before that, I know that we need some form of identification, right?
Correct.
I mean, okay, and what else do we need?
So we need one primary form of ID,
Okay.
So it could be your government issued ID, usually your passport or your national ID card.
Okay.
We need a proof of address, so that's usually a utility bill.
Okay.
We try to ensure that customers bring that utility bill within a 3 months time span. So up to 3 months we accept it. A job letter. The job letter doesn't need to say to Court or to Ready Cash.
Okay.
You could just provide a job letter. Once it's within a month's time, we accept it.
So question, I know you mentioned that we need a proof of utility, but what if the utilities aren't in your name, but it's in the name of your landlord? What
Okay,
happens
and
in that regard?
That is such a common experience. We do understand when persons have that situation happen. So of course we would accept a utility bill in your landlords
Okay.
or parents or whoever.
They just need to provide some letter
Yes,
that you are
correct. That you currently reside at such and such location, and we will work. We are very flexible, so we
Okay,
would work
perfect.
with our customers. Once you could provide the information we need, if it's not, clear cut, we will make that arrangements for you.
Okay, so when we come into Ready Cash, Ready Finance, requesting that loan, you said it was a minimum of 2.5, correct?
Okay, so if you come to get a minimum of 2.5, then you're good to go. But
Okay.
right now, we will give our first-time customers up to $5,400.
Okay.
So first-time customers in St. Lucia, you do get that amount. Okay, so 2.5 is just a little something. It could assist, but of course, you will come and get some more.
Okay, but do we have to pay it back though, or can we just take it and leave, or do we
You
have to?
definitely need to pay it back.
And how do we do this?
Nothing is for free.
How do we do this? Like within a 12-month span? How does this work?
Flexible.
Okay.
Okay.
So I want to ensure that St. Lucia understands that there is no pressure in you paying it back at the end of the month, but
Correct.
there is a grace period every month. Over a period of time, they work with you in terms of what you can afford. Correct, which is the reason for the job.
Very
letter,
much correct.
Right?
Exactly. So what you can afford, we work with you, make it flexible, make it easy, make it convenient. Okay.
Perfect.
So that is our Ready Cash right now. Again, persons feel free to come in to any of our Courts locations and or our Ready Cash locations, and of course you could even apply online www.courts.com.
Perfect.
So yeah, that's our Ready Cash right now.
All right. Well, St. Lucia, you heard it here. Back to school is fast approaching. If you need some assistance, Ready Cash, Ready Finance, they're here to help. With that said, everyone, we are going to take a quick break, but please don't go anywhere. Stay with us. We'll be right back on the DBS This Morning.
Welcome to your Holistic Path to Wellness with Dr. Tanya Bobran. Today we're going to talk about self-worth. We live in a world where our true value is often measured in dollars and cents. But I believe that our true worth is measured in how we use our purpose, our passion, and our power to serve the world. Self-worth is one of the foundations of the More Joy method of soul joy. Because when you know your worth, you show up for yourself differently. I've seen so many people, especially women, tie their value to how much they earn, how much they do for others, how much they achieve on paper. But here's the truth. You are more valuable the day you were born, before you had a title, before you had a job, or before you opened a bank account. When you measure your worth by your purpose, you focus on why you are here and the unique light that you bring into the world. And every single one of us has this special light that we are born with. When you measure your worth by your passion, you fuel yourself with what really lights you up, not just what pays the bills. And when you measure your worth by the power you have, you remember that you have the ability to choose, to create